Alright, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, people. Welcome to the channel. This is Hades, and I'm happy to have you along. Welcome back, everyone, to Space Engineers 2, where we are picking up where we left off, not yesterday, but last stream. Namely, building our new mining ship, which will be a hydrogen and ion thruster hybrid. And there is what we did up until now. We have 4 drills on the front of it, 2 big battery banks, and I believe it's 1, 2, 3 large containers, which we can actually expand with at least 4 more, 2 on each side. We will see how that goes. But we will be aiming to finish this today. As you can see, we have a large hydrogen tank right here. We have a hydrogen generator. We have 2 gyroscopes. We have added conveyor junctions for the side thrust on both sides. And of course, a cockpit up on the front. So what we did a little bit differently is to add 1 small container to each drill, because we noticed something last time, and that was the fact that if the drills were connected between each other, they were trying to shift materials from one another, and we were being prompted that the inventory was full. So instead of pulling the materials from the drills, they were trying to shift the materials from each other. So we came to the conclusion that we want to try and see if each drill is connected to 1 small container, if that fixes that issue. And we did just that. We have the small containers on the drills, and they are connected individually to this big conveyor node, which in turn should, and I emphasize should, pull the materials back into the cargo containers. So I am curious to see how this will be working. Now, the drills should be covering the full profile of the ship, so we have a lot of testing to do. But I also added 2 mods to this save, 2 mods that were proposed to us by one of our community members, Evelyn. If you don't know her, try to come more often. You will meet her at one point or the other. And these mods allow our ore detector to detect at a longer range, or a higher range, better said. The small ore detector should detect at about 1 kilometer, and the big one should detect at about 10 kilometers. And besides that, what I also added is another mod that expands our inventory, because let's face it, it was very, very small. So now instead of 8 tons, we can hold 64 tons. So if you guys are interested, !Discord to get to our community channel on Discord, to the Elysium Gaming channel, and in there, in the self-promo thread, you can find the links to Evelyn's mods. So give them a try and give her feedback, because you know how it is. If somebody needs to grow, he needs feedback to know what he did well or what he didn't. But that being said, that's everything that I have for now, and I want to load up on materials and get going. Just a second, I have an incoming call. And I'm back. Alright. Since we have all that space, let's grab a bunch of materials to have on our person and get going with building something. I want to weld up everything that we have placed. Oh, I hear a Shepster incoming. Yeah, you're on time for once. That is true. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you, my man. How are you doing? How's life treating you? Oh, getting all these materials onto my character is awesome. That I don't need on me. This hour. Maybe not. We will see if they ask for it. Oh. Did anything happen, or is it just one of those days? Chromium I don't need on me. Oh. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, I know it's not enjoyable. I'm not sure what this combustion chamber is for, or the hard drive, or this chrome coating, but we will find out along the way. Man, I'm so happy that I'm able to hold all this.
Inventory full.
Alright, little sad thing, inventory full. Let's weld up everything that we have already placed and see.
Suit energy low.
Oh, suit energy low. Well, I hope you're gonna be feeling better now that you're here, buddy. You're among friends. Friends always help. There we have, that's one. We need to make more compressors. You know, I have a saying, nobody saw a drowned duck or a dead devil.
You're just too dang good.
Good faithful servants, thank you very much for the follow, my man or my lady. Appreciate it. How are you doing? I hope everything is alright. Alright, what do you need? A lead and motherboard. Okay, I have 2 motherboards, I believe. I do have the lead that we were missing, so that's gonna be fun. All right. Anything else? I need more compressors. I need 6, 9, 15 compressors. Okay, let's I need a little bit of lead. Oh, wrong button. Let's go to this side. Nice! I will be looking into building a planet-side base as well. Not all of it, just half of it. Thank you. And we need to go to production. Assembler, and I said 15, right? Alright. What? Wait. Not smelter, assembler, nickel and copper, so I need to put some nickel and copper back. Half the nickel and copper, half the copper. Right. Now we're cooking. I have the lead for the big batteries. I didn't take the motherboards, did I? How far did you come? Did you finish colonizing the first sector? Okay. 2 motherboards. And apparently I need more nickel and more copper. No, I don't. I have everything I need, I think. This one is done. I'm gonna call you Faithful if that's okay with you. We don't have a community member called Faithful. Otherwise, it's a mouthful. If you want, you can check out our Discord server. There are some links to some mods from one of our community members. One of them allows you to have 64 tons inventory, and the other one gives you a longer detector range. It makes a hell of a difference, let me tell you. Okay, so only these pieces are left. I haven't found copper last stream, so we will be running low on copper. And even maybe iron, to be honest. So we have our basic frame. Now what we need to do is to put on the thrusters. We have already prepared the side-to-side thrust, at least on the back part. We might end up putting some side-to-side thrust along here as well, at least 3 on each side. So let's get thrusters on our hotbar. And we will be using hydrogen thrusters and ion thrusters. That's what the community decided on the last stream, that they want to see a hybrid space-capable ship. So let's do these. Because I want to balance out somehow the thrust capabilities of the ship, having them both on the front and the back. Now the question is how to do that. Maybe I'm gonna use ion thrust on the front somehow. Like along here. I do want to have the hydrogen thrust on it, because I might even try to get this ship into atmosphere at one point or the other. So I definitely want to have the hydrogen thrusters on it. What do you think, Faithful? Is this a good idea? There we go. It is. Alright, how do we want to do the up and down thrust? We have this here. Which I'm gonna turn into a
Sync energy low.
conveyor junction. I'm gonna do the same principle as I did on the this is a curve, this is a T, upwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, and why can I not do that? Well, it's gonna be a little bit offset because I can't put it on there. So 5 on here, and let's put the thrusters on as well and weld them up. At least we know what we're dealing with, right? Although I might be able to put that on the back after I weld this up. Let's see. Yep, I knew it. You are a T-junction. No, you're not a T-junction. Now you're a T-junction. Like this, and place... I need to weld that up first. Number 4. Like that, and I can grind off this. And then number 4, and take this off. Okay, this is cool. This is cool. Hi, a friend of mine just dropped by for a couple of minutes, so I will be talking to him for a minute or two. So I'm apologizing to you guys in advance. Hi, I will be with you in a couple of minutes. And I'm back. It was just a quick visit of a friend. So what I want to do is to come in here and turn off these so that we don't use up the hydrogen that we have stockpiled. Nice. And let's start doing the same thing on the bottom. 7. No junction. Like that. 1, 2, 3. Come on, dude. No, wrong. This way. And this one we will put on once we welded these up. I have the feeling that we're gonna need to go out and get some more iron. Right. No, it's number 7. Control up. Like that. Cool. Number 4. There we go. Right, now we have thrust in 5 directions. Why does that seem like it? Oh, I've put 6 instead of 5. Okay, let's take that down. The last one. Cool. Now it looks even. Okay. We have thrust in 5 directions. We need to add the 6th direction. And for the 6th direction, how do we want to do this? I have an idea. Let's see how this will look. Cross junction, no junction, curve. Up, then seems like I need to weld that up. like this. Then 7 straight. Up 1. Then that's a cross junction. This is what I want here. Then a like this, then the T. One. Seven. One. Like that. I want to have 6 thrusters pushing back. Okay. Question is if I, or do I want to have 8 on each side? No, I think 6 is gonna be okay. I wish I could copy, like control right click, you know? No junction. Oh, I need to weld that up before I do anything else. Then 7, which is a curve, and this is what I want. Turn it like this. Okay. And I'm gonna see how I can reinforce the bottom pillar here to make it more durable. Alright, let's do this on the other side as well. So we have a curved up like this. Then we used a node there and a node there. And then it's all about the T-junctions. Nope. Straight, curve, T-junction. No, that's wrong. Okay, let's weld these up. How did I do this on this side? Oh, crap! Crap. Yeah, I botched it up already. Okay, so back to the drawing board. We need a straight on here. Then we need yeah, this is how it's supposed to be. 1, 2. And then up 3. Yes. 7. T-junction. Like that. Oh, wait, what? Let's weld those up. Come on. Is this the correct orientation? That. That. Weld those up. Yes. And then the last one. Like this. Yeah. Cool. Number 4. And let's start putting down the braking thrusters. And apparently I ran a little bit overboard, but that's the easiest part to fix. Sweet. Nice. Oi. Get me out of here. I think I'm gonna need cobalt. The hitboxes for the welding are a little bit wonky, or is it just my impression?
Suit energy low.
Damn, that suit energy goes fast. Yeah, look at that. I was wondering why, 7. Hello? Oh, come on, don't do this. Let's weld that up. Cool. All of the thrusters are working. Well, I turned it off altogether, but nope, wrong button. Okay. Thrusters. Power off. There we go. This should save up on some hydrogen. Can we actually see on the outside of the hydrogen hydrogen tank if it's... if it has hydrogen, like in SE1, the colors, notches. Okay, now detector and what kind of a detector do I want? There's only those. Wait. There's only this measure apparently. Let's do it like that. Like so. Okay, these come with... Is it? Yeah, it has the power modules. Cool! I have a bunch of spare power modules, that's why I was looking at this. So let's go grab some ice from the inside and fill this up to the brim. Alright, did I miss anything? We have 2 gyroscopes, we have thrust in all directions, we have an ore detector, we have 4 drills. Two big batteries. We can always, we still need to add the ion thrusters, which I am not sure where to actually add them. Let's go up to 4 tons all around, like this. And exit is right there, I think. Yes. Let's drop the ice in here. Okay, so that holds 4 tons. Can we see how much hydrogen we have? Okay. Hydrogen tank. I think that this ship is ready for its maiden voyage. No. Connect. Okay. Thrusters. Power on. Unlock, and let's go to the station to fill up our hydrogen tank for free. Ooh. The batteries are at 30%. I wonder why the batteries are at 30% only. We definitely need more thrust, so the ion thrusters will definitely be something that we want to add ASAP. So when we get back after this, we do need to add the ion thrusters. The ship is not really moving as I expected it to, but that also only means that, well, the braking thrust is good. Like 4 tons of ice. Alright, we're on the right side of the station. 4 tons of ice have yielded 59%. I do like the braking thrust on it. We are braking like a champ. There we go. Right. let's go back to the base, and we will add some solar cells to this. I don't really understand why the batteries are at 30%, but we will check that out as soon as we get back to the station. Do you guys have any idea why my batteries are only showing 30% energy? Yeah, look at that braking thrust, dudes. That is cool. We can almost stop on a dime. Almost. Yeah, that is a sound explanation. That is a sound explanation, my friend. Totally. You are absolutely correct. That might be the situation there. Right? It does sound like you gave it some thought. We might need to add some more hydrogen tanks to it. So these say that... Do I have any power modules on me? I have one that is at 15%. Let's take this out. This is at 29%. Okay. So let's take them all out. And I should have 8 battery cells that are at 100%. Right, so 42%, 30%, 100, 100, 100, 100. 29, 29, 29, 29, 29, 29. 29, 29, 29. What? Wait. Where's the rest of them? I had a shit ton of them. Well, I guess... 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8. So where to add the solar cells? Solar. Ion chamber. How many were needed per? Three per, so 6 ion chambers for the start. Gold. We do have gold, don't we? Gold. Where the duck is the gold? Okay. I need to see how this behaves when it has something on it. And apparently we have iron, cobalt, and nickel over there. So let's go see if the idea with drills actually works. Do you guys have an idea on how the batteries get charged? The power cells, I mean. Okay. That kind of sucks. We had this issue last time, right? Where the materials that we discovered on the asteroid didn't show up. There should be iron right down there. Oh. Yeah, I need lifting thrust. I do need lifting thrust. Yeah, all these hydrogen thrusters are going through our hydrogen reserve quite quickly. We do have good forward thrust, good backward thrust, so braking thrust. Side to side, I can't really tell yet. If it's enough or not. It does look like it's enough, but upwards thrust is definitely lacking. Okay, there it is. Now we can see the cobalt and the iron from a kilometer away. Thank you, Evelyn. Thank you, Evelyn. You're a godsend. But at least this time we do see the ores on this asteroid. I don't know what happened to the other asteroid. Is it better from the other side, I wonder? Yeah, definitely. Upthrust. Upthrust is a must. And I don't have lights except my my suit lights. Yeah, check that out. We already went through 11% of our well, what we can see at first glance is that the materials are going directly into our cargo hold. Alright, maybe 20 tons of iron are enough for now. Let's go grab some of the cobalt. Eh? And the one resource that I am actually lacking badly is copper. Look at all those beautiful, beautiful resources coming in. Do I want to grab more? Ah, cool! Look at him pressing the buttons. Have you seen that? Haven't noticed that yet. Let's grab 20 tons of cobalt as well. I am curious, which... Okay, so the cargo container is full. And And the drills are doing the thing again. The big cargo container has nothing. The big cargo containers are basically empty. So, Evelyn, if you're here, the idea was not bad, but apparently it's not working for some reason. At least not like we envisioned it. Not like we envisioned it. And that kind of sucks. Turn that off. And go down to one of the large cargo containers. Start dropping materials into it. Alright. Now let's go grab some ice. Somewhere. Not sure where. I think that... yeah. Lead, gold, and ice. I wish I had build vision. we got the lead. Where's the ice? And the gold. In the meantime, guys, maybe you have ideas how to call this ship. Because I am very bad at naming anything. So I would be very, very happy for you guys if you could let me know your ideas. Apparently the ice and the gold on this asteroid has disappeared. Let's check this asteroid out. I have the feeling like I'm falling. Is this a barren rock? Does look like it's a barren rock. Okay. Where's the station at? You guys see it? There it is. I'm gonna aim for that asteroid. Just hope it's not in the gravity well of the planet. Well, the good news is we haven't used up any of our energy. Look how dark that asteroid there is. Nice, perfect. Copper and gold. Iron, copper, and gold. And we're stopping. I think the ice is on the other side of the planet though. But I do want to grab some copper. I think the copper is on the other side of the asteroid as well. So, who's making notes? I need to add light. I need to add upwards thrust. Definitely upwards thrust. A shit ton of ice. Right, it says that it's this way. Why do you say that it's that way? I guess we have to drill, right? To get to the copper. Copper is one thing that we're lacking, like really lacking. Let's aim directly like this. You guys reckon we're gonna get out of here? Okay, we hit the copper. Okay. Let's see. I hear scraping. Ah, man. Ah, man. And looks like it's gonna be closer from that side for the ice. And we're at 66% hydrogen, which is not really optimal. We still haven't used up any of our energy. Okay, let's get our nose out of there though, before we place a marker. can say GPS, add GPS, and we have gold, iron, gold, ice, and copper. Sweet. Right, now which way is home? There. You guys reckon we need more than those 2 gyroscopes? Let's just cruise. Prospector base, Valation station, and that's home. We don't need to go to the station because we have our hydrogen tank full. And some nice amounts of ice as well. So, what do you guys know if I set the connector on the platform, because I'm not gonna call it a base, it's not a base, it's a freaking platform, a utilitarian platform. If I set the connector there to be used as parking, will it fill up my hydrogen? Because I know I have hydrogen in my hydrogen tank on the platform. And will it charge my batteries? Because since we don't have a toolbar, I cannot set a battery group for charging. I think we need also more gyros. Not really pleased with this pilot mode. Right, let's see. Control panel. Connector. It is used for parking. Allows grid to lock to one another and share resources between them. Right. Well, where do we want to place these? Would this be fine? No, it goes outside the profile of the ship. So how about like right there? How does it? Okay, that looks fine. And on the top, I'm gonna squeeze it in. On the front, sorry. I'm gonna squeeze it in like this. Or maybe okay, what did I align it wrong? Doesn't seem to be aligned wrong. I saw a thruster here that I didn't finish. Ion chambers. Am I missing iron? No, I wasn't missing iron, so what was I missing? The ion chambers? Let's go and make some ion chambers. So it's 3 per, right? Yeah. 3 per. It's gonna be 12 on the front. And 12 on the back. 24 ion chambers. Production. Assembler. Ion chambers. Can I? No, I cannot. 24. Copper and gold. Perfect. I have both of those on the ship. Gold and copper. Alright, with these I can start finishing these up. What is your deal? Obstruction detected. What obstruction? Okay. So those are 4. And how do we want to place these? I am not exactly sold on this. Hey, Solier, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? This might actually look better like this. So how did we place that one? It's right on top. Right. Hey Evelyn, welcome in, dear. You've been missed. It's going. It is definitely going. Thanks to your mods. I now have a huge character inventory. So thank you very much for your work, yeah. Right. Up thrust should be settled. Downwards thrust, I'm not that concerned about. Is there a way that you guys know to turn off that freaking pilot mode? Well, toggle it on and off. Because it pisses me off. And another question, do we have a camera? No, we do not have a camera. And I want more forward thrust. This is starting to look like a ship, doesn't it? Evelyn, feedback to the idea that we were discussing last time with the cargo containers behind the drills. The same thing is happening, even with the cargo containers, like this. And the materials are not being pulled into the big cargo containers. Do you know if there is a toggle on-off for the pilot mode? Because right now you're flying your ship in some sort of a pilot mode. Okay. And down and up. Like that. And one more on this side. Did I put it? No, I put it right onto the hydrogen tank. So theoretically, they must not connect together? Are they symmetrical? They do look to be symmetrical. So 12 more ion chambers. When you fly your ship, you know you have that crosshair that pulls to the right, the left, up and down. That's what I mean by pilot mode. Twelve more ion chambers. Let's do those. I'm gonna show you in a minute if you don't recall what I'm. Alright, so what should we call our little ship? I'm gonna show you. Just give me a moment to build those thrusters up. I modified them slightly from what they were originally. I don't mind having the pilot mode, but I don't mind having that pilot mode, but I want to have the possibility to toggle it on and off. Like for fighter ships, it in some situations might be better to have it off than having it permanently on. Hey! What do you think? How does it look? Alright, let's start putting on lights. I'm gonna have these on front and these on the side. And I'm gonna have these. Wrong button. No. Like this. One there. One there. Maybe one here. and one here. And I'm placing them like this so that the interference, so that they don't cast shadow. Or at least not as intense shadows. Okay. And then some interior lights. There. There. And maybe even on... Oh, not allowed? Really? This is not placed correctly. Definitely not placed correctly. I think I'm gonna put 2 solar panels on the bottom. We'll see. This is not placed correctly. Yep, much better. And they're also symmetrical. Cool. Next question. How do I charge my batteries? Like the cells, is there a charging station or something that I could leave on the base with several... Okay. Solar panels I got covered. Although I need to put more solar panels. I'm not sure if I want to put solar panels on the bottom as well. Not sure if I want to put solar panels, although the drills should cover that part. Well, they look good. Shiver says you build a base battery and swap them. Yeah, that That seems reasonable. I haven't found any plutonium yet or uranium. I'm not even sure what That's what I was expecting from them. But I feel like the base is not even pulling the materials from my ship, not to mention charging my batteries. Oh, Evelyn, your inventory mod is a godsend. I love it. You did a great job on that. So let's see. Can we make this some sort? I know. I just found them way too big for the ship, to be honest with you. And why can I not? Let's disconnect and bring it up a little bit. Why could I? Why could I place them on top and I can't place them on the bottom? Ah. Are they symmetrical? Feels like they are. Alright. So I can put 4 more large containers in there. 2 on each side. If we need them. But up until now, the resources are not being pulled into the big containers. They fill up the small containers, and then the drills start pushing the materials between each other, like they did when the drills were connected to each other. So if we need more side-to-side thrust, we could squeeze in some more ion thrusters, like in here. Would those fit? Yeah. Let's do that. Why not? So in the meantime, guys, how should we call this ship? You want gold. Oh wait, we got gold on the ship. Or do we have gold? I'm not sure we grabbed gold. Jaguar driver? Really? Well, think of fancy names then. I'm bad at naming stuff. I'm really, really bad at naming stuff. Cheese block? You say that only because it's yellow. And omelette du fromage. You watched too much Dexter when you were a kid. Yeah, definitely. I watched way too much TV and cartoons in general when I was a kid. Well, we already had the maiden voyage. We already took her out for its first mining run. Why, you came in late? Alright, I'm gonna figure out a way to bind this part together. Find a way to bind this together. Alright, well, let's see what we managed to accomplish here. Oh, I owed someone to show the connections on the bottom of the base, didn't I? Right, well, what do you think, guys? Do the cone of the inside thrusters, do they damage the thrusters in front of them? Or is it enough? That should be like 5 blocks or something. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we are not straining our batteries. Okay, the lights. Can I increase the intensity of the light? Okay, the ship is handling a lot better than it did. Alright, let's go look at another asteroid. there are some asteroids there that we haven't visited yet. Do you think that I need more gyroscopes? For some reason, I feel like... Oh, what? Wait. Let's go look at some asteroids we haven't been to yet. Well, she is quite a big girl, isn't she? If I want, I can add even more up and down thrust along the spine. I'm thinking about adding 2 more gyroscopes on the back, right between the thrusters and the solar panels. I have 2 gyroscopes right on the front behind the cockpit. Apparently, I need to upgrade the backwards thrust a little bit as well. Where's that asteroid at? There was an asteroid right in front of me. I'm gonna go to this asteroid and put a couple more gyros. How many gyros would you suggest? Is this a freaking barren asteroid again? It is a barren asteroid. Oh, you piece of work. Where's the other asteroid? $12 in total? Okay. I can get behind that. It sounds plausible. Yeah, you're right. Alright, let's stop and put the gyros on. Alright, well, I have 2 gyros underneath them. Let's put one here, one here. Separate miners? Okay, I'm gonna have a look at that. That sounds interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna put one more gyro here and one on the other side, just the same way. That's a total of 6 gyros, and let's see. On the bottom, could do the same. Like one here. Yeah, the hitboxes for the blocks are wonky. That's what matters. Alright, that's extra 2. Could put come on. What the? Why am I not moving? Oh, I turned off my Okay. Well, let's see. Oh, already feels better. go over to that asteroid over there. Yeah, it definitely feels better already. Nickel, copper, and ice. I'm gonna grab some nickel because I don't know how much I have of it. I grabbed like 20 tons of copper or 10 tons of copper, I believe. Is it on the surface? No, it's not on the surface, so let's tunnel in for it. A bit like this, and let's start. Oh, it's already there. Okay, this seems to be a big nickel deposit. I wish this would not be an issue. I wish this would not be an issue. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Yeah, I do too. Because I've built this ship with this situation in mind. Although you see, it does see the total amount of ore on the ship. Ooh. What is that there? That's a big chunk of nickel floating away. Bye! I really don't like the pilot mode. Yeah, the ship is good. The ship is good. Yeah, I did. That's what I was doing. The thing is that if at least one of the drills is chocked full of materials, I found that it's easier to turn off the ship and move the materials around the containers than just keeping the ship on and trying to do that, because it's that I don't even know how to call it. Do I need any more copper? I'm gonna grab some more ice because I see it on the surface. And the copper is on the surface as well. Cool. So we're gonna be grabbing some ice and some more copper. Alright, 20 tons of ice should be enough for quite some time. And I'm gonna grab 10 tons of copper as well. Okay. Let's... Nickel. Copper. Ice. Right, and the copper and the ice are actually surface materials. That's awesome. Right, well, we didn't actually lose as much energy as I was imagining that we would. Do we see any other asteroid that we could have a look at? There. I'm gonna skirt by this rock, which is barren, and I'm gonna go for that asteroid over there because it seems to be closer. Well, I'm happy with the ship. I can add 4 more large cargo containers to it, 2 on each side. I said that several times today. That would increase our cargo capacity on it almost 2-fold. I'm thinking about putting some braces on the sides to give it a little bit of shape and also protection, but those braces would be outside of the profile of outside the current profile of the ship. So the drills might not cover them. Looks like we definitely need more braking thrust. She's a big girl now. Ice, iron, silicon. Okay. I do need some silicon. Want to grab at least 2 tons of silicon, but before we grab the silicon, I'm gonna empty out the drills. This ship is definitely not atmosphere capable. The hydrogen thrusters that it has are not really enough for atmosphere. Well, for the entry they are, definitely. Because gravity. But a poor ship would suffer a huge impact on arrival. Not to mention exiting the atmosphere. Because you guys wanted to have a hybrid ion drive ship. Oh, I forgot to... You are absolutely right, dear. I could save the ship and put atmospheric thrusters on it. It put the nickel in the cockpit. And 20 tons. Alright. GPS. And this is iron, silicon, and it froze for a moment, but we're gonna be getting back there. And ice. Very nice. Very, very nice. I love it. I love it. I really do love it. By the way, ladies and gents, if you enjoyed the stream up until now, don't forget to leave your likes on the video. Share it with friends and family and everybody else. And of course, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. And for those of you watching on Twitch, we have a new follower goal to reach 360. So if you're watching and you're not following, please consider doing so. Right. There are a couple more asteroids around here. Home would be that way. I think I saw another asteroid close by, haven't I?
You're just too dang good.
There we go, KMK777. Thank you very, very much for the follow, my man. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Right, let's see that asteroid cluster over there. And after that, we're gonna be going back to our platform and seeing what we need to upgrade our tools. I want to see that process. I have the lead. I have copper. I'm not sure what else I need. And I want to also upgrade the braking thrust. Iron, silicon. I'm way too fast. Iron and silicon only. Not bad. As much as we struggled in the first stream out in space to find iron, now we have a crap ton of it. Alright, let's Let's V-line towards there. Holy moly, we've been here for over 3 hours? Alright, let's just cruise so we don't use the hydrogen that we have. Oh, I didn't turn on the inertia. There we go. I do like how the ship behaves. I do want to put a little bit more braking thrust on it. To be honest. Alright, so those 4 extra cargo containers will come in handy, definitely. Where's the... There's the space station. It definitely can hold the extra cargo. Would definitely be nice to have the extra cargo. So I'm gonna be adding the 4 extra large containers onto it. Well, actually they're medium containers, aren't they? The 2.5 meter ones. And I think it could use some side-to-side thrust. What do you think? Just a teensy bit, like 2 ion thrusters on the back and 2 ion thrusters on the front could definitely benefit it. There's our platform. And the brake thrusters. So that's what we're gonna be doing for the remainder of the stream. Putting on the 4 extra cargo containers and looking at our thruster situation. So braking thrust and side to side, up and down. I don't see the downward thrusters flaring up. Neither the... I think that glitch is there again, where you don't see the plume of the thrusters. the visibility is not really the best. So sweet. We are home. Right. First things first, let's see about the upgrades to our which is what? This is the assembler, that's gonna be the gear forge, right? No, that's the smelter. And that's the gear forge. Right. Just like that. And Mark II, produce. Then Mark II drill, produce. And Mark II grinder, produce. Okay, so we need wire, lead bar, turbines, and lead bars are gonna be in the smelter, right? Right. cargo container, gear forge. So you go there and there we go. We got those. And the Mark IIIs. Magnesium. I haven't found any magnesium yet. I know I can make combustion chambers. Permanent magnet. I don't know what I need for that. And stainless steel. Oh, I need magnesium bar. I don't have magnesium bar. I made combustion chambers. I haven't seen a permanent magnet or stainless steel. Pressure pipes. Yeah, so I think that we need to let me grab my my new tools. Nice. And then it's G. And character gear, and it's gonna be the Mark II welder, Mark II grinder, and the Mark II drill. Right. Okay, so besides those markings on them showing their level, is there any difference? Well, anything noticeable, I mean. Cool. Okay, so let's see. R. 1, 2. Wait. It's on and in. Okay. So on and in. Ion chambers. Okay, and then on the front, oh no, on the front I want braking thrust. Definitely not there. I could simply move those two lights up. And we need ion chambers. 3, 6, 12 plus 6, 18.
Suit energy low.
Oh, no gold. Oh, don't you dare tell me that I didn't grab any gold whatsoever. Oh, I do have gold in my inventory. Oh, my suit energy was low, wasn't it? Okay, and the last bit that I wanted to add is the container. Okay. So let's take it out to the nearest gold asteroid. Which is 13 kilometers that way. I find it a pity that after a while of playing, the plume of the thrusters don't show up anymore. I really do find it a pity. But yeah, it's not bad. I think we did a good job. What do you guys think? What's your take on our new mining ship? It doesn't look as sick as it should for a ship, but it looks a lot better than what I usually build. Gold is maybe the only thing that we haven't mined in this. Can I go in there? Be a little bit closer. Maybe in there. Yeah, in here. This is gonna be our gold access. Yeah, right. Oh, it's on the surface. Perfect. On the surface, it looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud. Alright. I am happy. I really am happy. I think we genuinely built a... Ooh. Now we have a little bit too much upwards thrust. Right. Well, we got nearly 20 tons of gold out of here, which is awesome. And we are on our way back home. And as soon as we land back at the platform, it will mark the end of our stream. So, guys, I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, you know what you have to do. I'm not gonna repeat myself this time. But, yeah, do it. Do it. Do it and then do it again. And then do it some more. And then log in with another account and do it again and again and again. Just kidding. But yeah, it was a fruitful stream. 3.5 hours to get to this point. Not even bad. 3.5 hours under the conditions that we already had the basic structure of the ship pre-made. Let's call it the spine of the ship was pre-made. Dude, I don't think so. One down, one up, it's still equal. Up, up, up. That's the way to go. Up, up, and then up some more. Oh, and speaking of subscriptions, for those of you guys that are watching on Twitch, if you're using Amazon Prime, you have 1 free subscription per month. It would be an honor for me to receive that subscription, and you get rid of ads. So you can see more. More. No interruptions. Imagine that. I suppose the same theory applies to that as well, Shep. There we go. We have arrived. Right. Well, I am genuinely happy with the result of today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, again, don't forget to hit that like button, share the channel with friends and family and everybody else, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And the same goes for you guys on Twitch as well. Follow the channel and subscribe. It helps a lot, both me and the community. It gives me the funds necessary to get more games, new games, better games. But up until next time, I wish you all a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Stay frosty, people. Have fun. Make history. See you all on the next one. Bye-bye for now.